Whoa, is that a backwards hat? Yeah, it is, dude. I wanted to record one more video while I was here, and, this is me changing the attire. So I was thinking about critical thinking, right? And how it's kind of dying in our generation and really the world, I think. And I was thinking back about this one TikTok or reel, or it doesn't really matter. It was like some short video, and it was this guy sharing this website, and it was like music related, where he would use a song to do something. The details aren't important, and so he used a sample song to test out the software. And he said something like, "And for this example, we're going to use Africa by Toto, not Africa by Toto, Africa, right?" And I remember watching that, and I was like, well, "That's kind of weird. Like, why do you say Africa, right?" But I kept watching, and then towards the end, I just like went down to the comments, and what do you know? Everyone is commenting on like, "Hey, did you see he said Africa? LOL, what a goofball, right?" And it doesn't take a genius to realize that he probably said that on purpose so that people would comment and drive up engagement, and he gets more views and gets more money. He's playing the game, and I understand why he did it. And that's pretty innocuous. I know it's just a reel or a YouTube short, but it's interesting. And most people don't question things anymore. They just kind of like go with emotions, and you should think about the implications sometimes. There's another funny example though. When I was in like 10th grade, maybe 9th grade, and I had my English teacher. Right, we were in class, and I was such a little bastard back then. I was such a asshole kid with the teachers, because I was the kind of kid that would question everything. I would like pick fights almost with them, like, why are we doing this, right? And there was one time where our English teacher was teaching us about iambic pentameter. That's what it was. It was just some like poetry mechanic, right? It was pretty niche, right? We would never use this in real life. And I remember one time he was teaching us about this, and he openly said, "This is not going to be on the test, guys, so don't worry about it, but I'm still going to teach you anyways." And me being the, little dickhead that I was, not thinking like maybe learning is good, I was like, well, then why are we learning this? Why are we even bothering? Why are you teaching us this? And he got so mad, dude. He pulled me out in the hallway, and he was like, "Do we have a problem here? Do I need to like call your parents or something?" And I mean, that's like, you shouldn't do that. You should respect your teachers somewhat, but you kind of need people like that sometimes, that question stuff and question authority, because otherwise you get really dangerous stuff happening. And the example that I was going to lead into is governments, right? And I mean, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. This has been well proven at this point. But the Iraq War, right? And how people, through critical thinking and investigation, realized that President Bush and Dick Cheney at the time just completely lied about weapons of mass destruction, and they just used it to justify a war in Iraq. Like, that's really bad, dude. Like, lots of people died over that. And, I'm really glad we have people that used critical thinking to say, like, hey, what's going on here? Like, there's a lot of questionable things that happened during that time that need investigating. So just think on that, man. Like, there's so many things out there that people don't question at all, and they just go with the motions and they accept their reality, when a lot of that time that is not reality. That's someone feeding you a reality that they want you to believe, or they're selling you something online. Like, lots of grifters on YouTube will sell you courses that are complete garbage, right? You got to use critical thinking and think about how not everything is real. And if there's one thing I would say, it's just question everything. Always be asking questions, because things are not always the way they seem. But yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to get that out there, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. But all right, guys, I'll catch you later.